guys, happy Sunday. And it definitely is a happy Sunday. I had a very relaxing weekend, thankfully, because last week was very icky. My body is trying to adjust to all my new meds and it is not happy. I'm having every side effect on the list for each medication. And let's just say I'm spending more time in the potty than I am at my desk at work than I am anywhere else. I know, TMI, but for those of you who are diabetic, for those of you who recall beginning your journey with metformin, you all might have had metformin gut. Whew, let me tell y'all, it is no joke. I was so close on Friday after having eaten well and not drank any soda and taken care of myself. I was so close on Friday just from being so miserable to call it quits. But I called my doc and I'm like, what is going on here? Because I'm a little paranoid. The side effects of so many meds all of a sudden are very similar to the virus ones, and y'all know I had that scare, but no, I mean, I'm feeling absolutely fine until I take my dose, and then within an hour I'm a mess. And it happened all week long, and then I have a few hours where I'm okay, and then it's time for another dose, and then within 45 minutes to an hour I'm miserable again. I mean, the whole week sucked. I was physically sick and tired and real often loopy, but my doc confirmed it's going to take a little bit for you to get adjusted to your meds. And yesterday was a really good day. Yesterday I woke up feeling energized and good and no nauseousness, and I felt good. Majority of the day I felt really good. I started feeling a little wonky on my evening dosage. This morning I felt awesome. Took my meds and felt perfectly fine until my dinner time dosage, and now my tummy's starting to rebel again. But you know what? I'm doing what I gotta do. But this weekend turned out really nice. Yesterday I putted around the house. I color coordinated my closets, guys. I'm still trying not to be out in the streets too much, even though we are symptom free from our exposure or possible exposure a few weeks ago. I kind of stayed inside a bit. I did have to go grocery shopping. I needed cat food too, so I had to go get cat food, and I picked up a few things while I was at the Dollar General. And then today my spirit was missing my mom so bad. I haven't been able to see her in a few weeks because my sciatica 1 week, and then the symptom check after our exposure. And even today I was a little hesitant to go, but I am missing her so bad. Like, I wanted to cry. I wanted my mommy so bad. I wanted to see my mommy so bad. So we masked up and had the mask on the entire time we were there, and we went and I hung out with my mommy, and I needed it. She's just so good for my spirit, so good for my soul, and I'm so grateful that I still have her. So we spent quite a few hours over there, and I would not take my mask off. I'm not going to risk it. Like I said, we're symptom-free, have been symptom-free, but I do not trust this virus at all. It was just nice to be there and go down memory lane. We looked through photo albums. Who dat? We looked through photo albums, and it was just nice. I needed her presence in my life. She's such a calming, awesome effect. But after that before that we went to Goodwill. We were trying to go to the bins, and we've been to the bins plenty. Little dude has been to the bins with me plenty, but this time they said he couldn't come in because it was only 16 and up. He had to be 16 or older to go in, and I'm thinking bull crap, because he's been in there with me plenty. You guys have seen him in there and nobody's ever said anything. But I think it's because it's becoming more and more popular, and the last few times I've been, the people are just getting rougher and meaner, and maybe they don't want a kid trampled under all that nonsense. But it is what it is. So we left the bins and walked around the corner to the main store, and we picked up some things there. And that was my second trip to Goodwill. Little dude's first this week. So I picked up things 2 days there, and then afterwards we went to Thrift Town. You want to show what we got there? We'll start off with Thrift Town because he wants to show you guys something. We went to Thrift Town. He wanted to go to Thrift Town, and he found
a puppet without a shirt.
A puppet without a shirt. Now, this is a puppet from one of the channels he likes to watch, so he was excited about that. I thought it was a headbanger dude, but he's like, no, it's a girl, and she doesn't have a shirt on. So I'm like, well, let's find her a shirt. Let me see. He was like disturbed that she didn't have a shirt on, which I guess is cool. I mean, he's a little boy disturbed. The little girl puppet doesn't have a shirt on. So I found the tiniest thing that I could find is this adorable little onesie, and it was 69 cents. How much was she?
I don't know.
Let me see. She was $1.99, and so we're gonna put the little onesie on because he's like, she needs a shirt. So yeah, this is apparently part of the skits on one of the little channels he watches, and he just like, oh my gosh, that's on. I forgot the name of the channel. So we're gonna dress her up. I don't want to wash her because one of the last puppets I washed that had yarn hair, it ended up matting. It ended up coming out looking like cotton candy. I don't know what happened to the yarn, but it fuzzed up and it was just this giant mat. I swear it looked like cotton candy. So she has been Lysoled. She has been super Lysoled. She's been air dried, and we're gonna wash her little onesie and put it on there. I already sprayed this with Lysol. I mean, I figure, hopefully not too much cootie can be on there, but she's gonna be ready for whatever little skits he does. He still likes a puppet. Let me see what else I got. Oh, you guys, Thrift Town pay dirt. I was gonna save the best for last, but since he kind of introed the Thrift Town, let me show you guys two things that I have been wanting, you guys. I found at Thrift Town today. Let me reach over and grab them. Hold on. Okay, so I have been wanting one of these for a really, really long time, and I never find a complete set. I always find pieces, or they're rusty, or they're in really bad shape, or they're cracked, or they're broken, or whatever. So when I saw this box, I'm like, man, whatever. It is absolutely complete. It needs a real good washing and disinfecting, but you guys, I've been wanting one of these for a really long time. It's the mandolin. It's one of these bad boys, and all of the little attachments are in here. It has everything. Everything is in there, but you can tell somebody lovingly used it. It was $5.99, and I could not believe the price. Everything's in here. I'm gonna give it a good scrub down, and get to using it. I hope I don't butcher myself. I hope I don't slice off a digit or something because I'm clumsy. I have no grace in the kitchen. It's by grace that I haven't bled to death in this kitchen, but I have wanted one of these for so long. I watch cooks on YouTube use it, and they have all these fancy cuts and slices and stuff with all their fruits and veggies. Amazing. I finally got one. It was all taped up and the box was a little ragged. I'm like, no way it's complete, but it was. So I grabbed that. And then walking around, I almost left this behind, but something told me, girl, you better not. I've been wanting one of these. If you guys have watched me a while, you know I've wanted one of these. It's not the exact one I wanted, but it is in awesome condition, minus the plug. I found one, guys. The only thing is, the one I wanted is the one that my mom had with the little clear dome where when it's percolating, you could see the coffee in the little dome. Oh, that's the kind my mom had. But I saw this and I'm like, yeah, I see these all the time, and they're always missing the inner works and whatever. So I grabbed it and I popped the top open. You guys, when I tell you guys, this is in such amazing condition. All the little parts are in it. Look at that. There is just the teeny tiniest bit of coloration at the bottom where you can kind of tell somebody used it at one point. Has a very faint smell of coffee, but it's not stained and it's still awesomely awesome in there. Only thing is it's missing the cord. So I was like, oh man, it's always something with this thing. I can never get what I want and blah, 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 blah. So I was acting like a real brat and I put it back. And then I'm like, I went ahead and grabbed it and put it in my basket and looked around for a cord. Maybe they moved the cord. But then I'm like, stupid, you don't even know how much it is. It was only $3.99. So I'm like, at that price, it is not going to have a cord with it. I already know how Thrift Town prices things. It's not going to have a cord. How much would a cord cost, you guys? So, total of $21. I have a little percolator that costs way more than that on QVC and on Amazon. So I finally got it. I cannot wait to use it. I'm going to have to Google how to use it. I can't remember how to make coffee in one of these things, but I remember how awesome it smelled, and I just love the vintage feel of it. I don't know when this was made, The fact that they're still selling it on QVC can't be too old. But it's a replica and I love it, and I'm so super excited about that, and I hope you guys are excited for me too, because y'all know how bad I wanted one of these. Then I showed you guys a little puppet, and the only other thing I picked up for moi is this adorable little chicken rooster. Look at it. I love how sassy it is. He's like like I get the vibe off of him right, because he has a little comb up here. Look at the black and white loveliness of it. Somebody had a plant in it. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be a fake one, probably a succulent. And this actually, because it's black and white, I'm going to find a spot for it up in the gallery where I have all my black picture frames. Stinking adorable. And he was only $1.99. So, let me get into what I picked up at Goodwill. At Goodwill, the first day I went earlier this week, drop off stuff. Went in. I'm still looking for a camo jacket for little dude. So I didn't go just to thrift. I went to drop off stuff. And then, of course, I had to go in. Didn't find a lot that day, but I did find some awesomeness. I found this lovely little box. I'm going to use it for paper clips. And I already have a little trinket box sitting on the desk. I showed you guys at my last haul, and I currently have paper clips in it. This one I'm going to use for paper clips and push pins and stuff like that. And this is going to go in little dude's little shelf under his desk where he has pencils and stuff like that. That's where this is going to go. Every now and then he'll bring home paperwork and stuff, and I don't have a stapler or can never find my staples. I have a stapler. Never have staples. So whatever. Long story short, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to put paper clips and stuff like that in here. But I liked the little etching on it. I thought it was nice. And it was $1.91. Let me move my high school self out of here. I found this gorgeous, heavy cobalt blue vase. I love the look of it. It looks like it's just melting in the sun. So pretty. Maybe like fire flames? I don't know. What y'all think? Super duper heavy. And it was only $2.92. This is definitely going to go in my living room. And I'm going to put some flowers in that I'll show you guys here in a little bit. I got some hydrangeas when I was at Dollar General getting the cat food. So I'll show you guys that in just a little bit. I, in my nostalgia ways, found this. My mom had one of these in our living room growing up. And it was stuffed with these fake plastic flowers. And I hated those flowers because we were poor. So we didn't have AC. We had a swamp cooler, water cooler. But we couldn't turn that on until it got really, really hot because we had to save on electricity, blah, 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 blah. And I say all that to say that the plastic flowers that were in this container in our living room smelled so bad. I guess the heat made everything hot in there. And when we'd walk in from school, the first smell you got was the smell of that plastic on those cheap flowers. And it's just a gross smell, but the little vase, this little container took me right back to our living room. Aside from the funky smell, it took me right back to the living room because the flowers were pretty. They just smelled. I couldn't leave it behind. It was only 99 cents, so I'm gonna put flowers in it. I also purchased flowers for this little vase at Dollar General too, and I'll show you that. I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. I picked up this thingy. I cannot pass these up. I think they're awesome. It's these little picture boxes, shadow boxes. This isn't really a shadow box. It's more of a picture display, but it has a little magnetic hold and you hang it on your wall, and it was $3.93. And I think I'm going to add a few more of my Hollywood lady and gentleman pictures, my black and whites in here, just because I like to have that type of stuff displayed. And I thought it was really pretty, so I grabbed that. And then the only other, my tongue ain't working right. The only other thing I picked up that day was this awesomeness. I've told you guys I am not a Vera Bradley chick, but something is happening to me. Every time I come across Vera Bradley, I want it now. This needs a wash so bad. It needs the little bottom replaced, but I do that with poster board. I think I showed you guys the last time with my last Vera Bradley. I buy poster board to put in at the bottom to give it shape. But this is a weekender. Desperate need of a bath, but it has the strap and all the zippers work, and it's just a nice little weekender bag. And these are $5.99. Now, what I did not know, I didn't mind paying $5.99 because I know Vera Bradley is expensive. Okay. Now, what I didn't know was that this week until tomorrow, textiles and linens are 50% off. So this little thing was $5.99, 50% discount. I had no idea. Yay! So I got that for 50% off. Now today, when we went, let me show you guys this thing. I'm gonna show it to you last because if I don't show you now, I'm gonna forget it's there. I was already ready to check out, and I happened to glance over on the counter, and they had this beautiful quilt, not a quilt, this thing, Afghan, sitting on the counter, and I'm like, man, it's probably like $10 because it's really big, it's really floofy. But I was curious, so my blanket's attached. This Afghan in these, let me tell y'all, if I didn't get 70s vibes off of this brown and yellow right off, I'm like, how much is that? I was already at the counter, and she goes, well, I said, is it for sale? Because it was at the counter. She said, well, no, not yet. It's not going out until tomorrow. She goes, well, hold on a second. So she went over there. She brought it over. Do you want it? I said, well, how much is it? She said, it's $4.94. What? I've never seen an Afghan at Goodwill for $4.94. I don't think so. Not this big. It's pretty big. It's $4.94. She goes, and it's 50% off. Linens and textiles, right? Give me it. I want it. Now, I'm going to attempt to wash it. I've washed Afghans before and I haven't had a problem, but I love this one so much I'm a little scared to wash it. I sprayed it. I Lysoled it. I might take this to the cleaners. I don't know. I don't want to ruin it. I think it's pretty, and 50% off $4.94. Where's the sticky? Look. 50% off of that, you guys, and they were going to put it out tomorrow. But still, even if I had rolled up on them tomorrow for $4.94, I would have totally bought it. So I got that. I could not resist these pieces. I left a lot behind. I'll insert those pictures like I like to do. But I could not resist these. These were too stinking gorgeous. It sparkles. I have to have it. Look at this Beautimus vase. Look at how shiny. And I haven't even washed them yet. Look how shiny and Beautimus it is. It was $2.92. I don't know what the heck is going on with me and sparkly things. What I am thinking about doing is getting one of my shelves, redoing one of my shelves with my little crystal finds and my milk glass finds. I think the milk glass and the crystal are going to look so pretty together. I hope. I think. We'll see. And then the only other piece that I picked up, decorator, anyway. Look at this beauty. Look. I thought maybe it had a pedestal or something on it because the bottom is so narrow compared to the top, but it stands perfectly fine. It is so heavy and so gorgeous, and it has those little white etchy flowers on there. This one was a little expensive, but $5.95 for me. Y'all know I'm cheap. I couldn't leave it behind, guys. It was so gorgeous. I kept walking back towards it. It looks like someone had a candle in it, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use it for a candle. Couldn't leave those behind. Had to have those. Only other things we picked up. Is that it? Yeah, only other things we picked up. I saw a man looking at this, and he put it back, and I'm like, what is this? You guys, these are pins. Isn't that the cutest stinking thing? And I wasn't going to get it, but then I'm like, I know a golfer, one of my coworkers, avid golfer. I'm like, I couldn't resist it. I'll see if he likes it. If he doesn't, I'll keep it. It was $3.93. I'm wondering if there were more pieces in there because it's pretty big an opening. I'm not a golfer, but I'm pretty sure there may have been other of these little putter things and stuff in here. I tried to Google Lens it, but nothing similar came up, so I just thought it was adorable. I think somebody will enjoy it. The lady at the register really, really liked it. I found these ruched gloves. Why they're ruched is beyond me. Or are these socks? No, they're not socks because don't nobody have no big daddy toe that long. It's a glove, a ruched glove, a little elastic ruching. I just thought they were cute. These were 99 cents. And a little dude found. We collect these because of Annabelle. You've been with me a while, you know. This is a little funky one. Her hair's too short. But she is what she is. And we like these because of Annabelle. So we got her and she was 99 cents. Oh, I see something way over yonder. Way over here. Is that everything? This little thing I thought was really cute. A black M for my name. It's black. I can put this in a hallway upstairs. I can intersperse it in my bedroom somewhere. But I grabbed that. This was 99 cents.
I have been threatening to buy new furniture for years now, and this table would have been perfect for the look I'm going for. It was only $10, and I am kicking myself for not having brought it. Just a lovely shiny piece of leaded glass. Everything on the shelf I wanted. I couldn't find lids for the dishware, and the little ducks were a mini version of a larger one that I already have. But I decided to leave it behind. My nostalgia heart skipped a couple of beats, and if this thing had had a lid, I would have bought it. Another little tripod lamp like the one I saw at Thrift Town. The one at Thrift Town had more of a vintage feel with the little wooden legs. This one was just neat to look at. I almost picked up this little beauty, but I have so many little birdhouses in my yard. It is prime bird real estate out there. Goodness knows I don't need another one of these, but I love the little beehive shape. I was looking for plates for this set because I loved the square, but it was just bowls, so I left them. I loved the color on these decorations. I thought it was so pretty, giving me new tree ideas. I loved the metal handles with the pretty design of this basket. This was another metal basket similar to the one that I had seen at Thrift Town the other day, but no place for it. Some Labrador bookends. Almost got them, but no room. I thought this little hanger was pretty. It was a mirrored background with little plastic flowers. I hope some little teenage girl found it. These were just some more shiny baubles. As you already know, I did get the vase in the center. If this hadn't had Christmas detail on it, I probably would have got it because it was much prettier in real life. Now this metal scrolly objet d'art was even a little too wild for me. This platter wasn't quite milk glass, but it was really pretty and I almost got it. These were adorable. I found out it was part of a set, but these were the only two that were there.
The only other thing I have to show you guys are the flowers that I picked up at Dollar General. These are the hydrangeas. I have hydrangeas in my living room right now as a centerpiece on my coffee table, and it looks really, really pretty, but I do love hydrangeas, and I'm thinking it may be overkill blue in blue, but then maybe not. I had seen some really pretty white ones and white hydrangeas and white roses, but I keep my white roses in my bedroom. This just seems more family friendly. I know a flower, family friendly, whatever, but I'm thinking this is going to be pretty. I hope it's going to be pretty. And each little bush was $3 because they're a bush. You have like 5 little heads on each bush, and they were only $3. And I thought they were really pretty. You guys do not sleep on Dollar General. If you like to decorate, and you don't know about Dollar General, please go into Dollar General. Dollar General home decor is amazing. It's small section, but they have the nicest friggin' stuff at such a good price. It's hard for me to walk away from there, but I already have too much stuff. Now, remember this and the plastic stinky flowers? I had the audacity to buy plastic flowers, but these don't stink. There's not any scent to them. I bought 2 bushes. I think they're plastic. Yeah, they're plastic. I don't know what this flower is. The tag doesn't say. Does the tag say? No, the tag doesn't say. That one at least told me they were hydrangeas had I not known, but these were also $3 a piece. And they're very similar in color to the nasty, stinky ones my mom had in her little vase. I'm going to have to bend or clip the stems so they'll sit in here pretty. But there's just something about this combo that is so soothing to me. I love a touch of yellow in the house. I love yellow. And I saw some really pretty yellow roses, but I didn't think they'd fit right with the style of this little pot. This looks more like it matches more. And I'm not one for artificial flowers and stuff like that, even though your girl kills everything alive. But I don't know. I got nostalgia butterflies. So once I wash this up and shine it up, it's going to be so pretty because this is kind of crusty. Did I tell you guys that was 99 cents? But yes, that is everything. So I'm going to wash up and polish up everything before we settle down and try and get a little bit of movie on before bedtime because it's back to work and school tomorrow. So until my next go around, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. I hope you guys are revived and healthy and ready and energized to start off a new week. And I hope your Monday is incredible. And until I see you guys again, don't smack nobody, even though you really, really want to. At least that's what I have to tell myself on the daily. But I love y'all bunches. Bye-bye.